The Super Saiyan transformation is one of the most iconic power-ups in anime history, but what started as a single golden-haired form has evolved into an entire hierarchy of godly transformations. Today, we're breaking down all 7 major levels of Super Saiyan, from the legendary warrior of planet Namek to the autonomous power of Ultra Instinct. Let's get started. Level 1, Super Saiyan, the legend becomes reality. For 1,000 years, it was just a myth. The Saiyans whispered stories about a legendary warrior who appeared once every millennium, a Super Saiyan, with golden hair and unstoppable power. Even Frieza, the most powerful tyrant in the universe, feared this legend so much that he destroyed planet Vegeta to prevent it from ever coming true. But legends have a way of becoming reality. On the dying planet Namek, Goku watched helplessly as Frieza killed his best friend Krillin. Something inside him shattered. Rage, grief, and desperation collided in a single moment. His black hair stood on end and turned blonde. His eyes shifted from black to teal green. A golden aura erupted around his body like flames. After 1,000 years, the Super Saiyan had returned. This first Super Saiyan form multiplies the user's base power by 50 times. That's an astronomical leap in strength. Goku went from being completely outmatched by Frieza's final form to dominating him effortlessly. The transformation is triggered by intense emotional need, typically rage or desperation. The Saiyan's hair becomes golden and spiky, their eyes turn green, and their muscle mass increases slightly. But this power comes with drawbacks. The transformation drains stamina quickly. Early on, Goku and the other Saiyans couldn't maintain it for long periods. The form also requires intense emotion to trigger, making it unreliable. Later, through extensive training, Goku and Gohan learned to master this state. They made Super Saiyan their natural form, staying transformed constantly to eliminate the stamina drain and make the power feel as natural as breathing. This mastered version became known as Full Power Super Saiyan. After Goku, others achieved this form too. Vegeta transformed through sheer determination and training, refusing to let Goku surpass him. Gohan unlocked it through rage when fighting Android 16's destroyed body. Trunks was born with the potential and achieved it as a teenager. Goten and Kid Trunks transformed almost effortlessly, showing that Saiyan hybrids born after the form's discovery have an easier time achieving it. The legend that once terrified Frieza became commonplace among Earth's Saiyan defenders. Level 2, Super Saiyan 2, Lightning Strikes. Super Saiyan seemed like the ultimate transformation until Cell pushed a young Gohan past his breaking point. The bio-android had absorbed androids 17 and 18, achieving his perfect form. He was toying with the Z-Fighters, even going so far as to create miniature versions of himself called Cell Juniors to torture Gohan's friends. Gohan was naturally gentle and hated fighting, but when Cell crushed Android 16's head and destroyed his dying message of hope, something changed. Years of suppressed rage and hidden potential exploded outward. Gohan's golden aura crackled with electricity. His hair became more rigid and sharp. His eyes turned even more intense. He had ascended beyond Super Saiyan. This was Super Saiyan 2. The power difference was staggering. Gohan effortlessly destroyed the Cell Juniors that had been beating down the other fighters. He toyed with Perfect Cell the same way Cell had toyed with everyone else. His power was approximately twice that of a regular Super Saiyan, though the exact multiplier is debated. What's clear is that this form represented a new ceiling for Saiyan strength. Super Saiyan 2 has distinct visual differences from its predecessor. The hair becomes sharper and more angular, with distinct spikes. Electricity constantly crackles around the aura, like lightning dancing across the golden energy. The muscle definition is slightly more pronounced, and the user's personality often becomes more aggressive and confident. Goku later achieved this form during his time in the afterlife. Vegeta unlocked it through training and pure willpower, first revealing it during the Majin Buu saga when he allowed himself to be corrupted by Babidi's magic to gain extra power. Caulifla and Kaba from Universe 6 also achieved this transformation, but it will always be remembered as Gohan's moment, the gentle half-Saiyan who became Earth's strongest defender, if only for a brief time. Level 3, Super Saiyan 3 pushing the limit. After dying during the Cell games, Goku spent 7 years in the other world. Unlike most dead souls, he kept his body and continued training. The other world had no shortage of powerful opponents, and Goku used this time to push beyond Super Saiyan 2. What he discovered was a transformation so intense that it pushed the Saiyan body to its absolute limits. When Majin Buu first awakened, Goku returned to Earth for one day. He needed to buy time for Trunks to retrieve the Dragon Radar. Standing before the Pink Demon, Goku's power exploded. His hair grew dramatically longer, reaching down his back. His eyebrows disappeared completely, the golden aura intensified, and the lightning became more frequent and violent. His transformation shook the entire planet. This was Super Saiyan 3. The power increase is enormous, approximately 4 times stronger than Super Saiyan 2, making it roughly 400 times base power. Goku in this form could fight evenly with Kid Buu, the purest and most dangerous form of Majin Buu. The raw strength is undeniable. When Goku powered up to this state, the shockwaves were felt across dimensions, and even the Supreme Kai was shocked by such incredible power. But Super Saiyan 3 has serious problems. The energy consumption is absolutely massive. Even for Goku, maintaining this form drains his stamina at an alarming rate. When he was dead and had unlimited energy, it was manageable, but in a living body, the strain is almost too much. During his fight with Kid Buu, Goku planned to finish the battle quickly, but found himself unable to maintain the form long enough to charge a final attack. The transformation also takes time to activate. Unlike Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2, which happen almost instantly, powering up to Super Saiyan 3 requires concentration and generates massive energy signatures. This makes it impractical for surprise attacks or quick transformations during battle. Gotenks, the fusion of Goten and Trunks, also achieved Super Saiyan 3. His younger, more resilient fused body handled the strain better than Goku's adult form. But even then, the time limit of the fusion dance was cut dramatically short when using Super Saiyan 3. The form represents the absolute ceiling of what a mortal Saiyan can achieve through training alone. Beyond this point lies the realm of gods. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying this breakdown. Level 4, Super Saiyan God, Divine Ascension. Years after the Majin Buu saga, a new threat emerged, but this time, it came from above. Beerus, the god of destruction, awakened from his long slumber with a prophecy about a Super Saiyan God. This wasn't just another Saiyan transformation, this was something that existed in the realm of deities, far beyond anything Goku had achieved. When Beerus arrived on Earth, none of the Saiyans' transformations could even faze him. Super Saiyan 3 Goku was swatted aside like an insect. The god of destruction wasn't being cruel, there was simply that vast a difference between mortal power and divine power. Gods possess God Ki, an energy completely different from the ki that mortals use. Without God Ki, you can't sense gods, and you certainly can't fight them effectively. The Oracle Fish had mentioned an ancient ritual. By gathering 6 pure-hearted Saiyans and channeling their energy into a 7th, they could create a Super Saiyan God. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and the unborn Pan inside Vidal's body all participated in this ritual. Light surrounded Goku, his body became leaner, his hair turned red, and his eyes became red as well. He had absorbed God Ki and transformed into something entirely new. Super Saiyan God doesn't have the bulky muscles or aggressive appearance of previous forms, instead it's refined and elegant. The red hair, the calm demeanor, the divine aura, everything about it screams godhood rather than raw Saiyan aggression. The power increase is incomprehensible compared to Super Saiyan 3. Goku went from being unable to scratch Beerus to actually making the God of Destruction fight seriously. What makes this transformation truly special is the God Ki. Regular people can't sense Goku when he's in this form. He exists on a different level of existence. The ritual itself is temporary. Goku eventually powered down, but something remarkable happened. His body had absorbed the God Ki, internalizing it. Even when the transformation faded, Goku retained access to godly power. He could tap into Super Saiyan God again at will, without needing the ritual. Vegeta later achieved this form through training with Whis, Beerus' attendant and teacher. Rather than taking the shortcut of the ritual, Vegeta earned his godhood through pure determination and training. This form represents the bridge between mortal and divine, the moment when Saiyans stopped fighting for their planet and started fighting to protect entire universes. Level 5, Super Saiyan Blue, God meets Warrior. Having access to God Ki was revolutionary, but Goku and Vegeta are Saiyans at heart. They didn't just want to use godly power, they wanted to combine it with their Saiyan heritage. Through intense training with Whis, they discovered something incredible. What happens when you take the divine power of Super Saiyan God and combine it with the raw energy of Super Saiyan? The answer is Super Saiyan Blue, also called Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. When Frieza returned to Earth after training for the first time in his life, Goku needed every advantage. He transformed, but instead of golden hair, his hair and aura turned a brilliant cyan blue. This wasn't just Super Saiyan with a new coat of paint, this was the perfect fusion of godly control with Saiyan power. All the raw strength of Super Saiyan refined and enhanced with God Ki. Super Saiyan Blue has incredible advantages. Unlike Super Saiyan 3, it doesn't drain stamina nearly as quickly. The godly Ki makes it more efficient and controlled. The power is immense, far beyond anything the mortal Super Saiyan forms could achieve. Goku in this state could fight Golden Frieza, a transformation that put the tyrant on par with godly beings. The form maintains the lean, efficient body type rather than bulking up with muscle. The blue hair stands up similar to regular Super Saiyan, but the aura is completely different, calm, controlled, and divine. Users maintain complete control over their power, allowing for precision attacks alongside overwhelming strength. The form also allows for Kaioken to be stacked on top of it, something Goku couldn't do safely with regular Super Saiyan forms. Both Goku and Vegeta use this form as their standard transformation when facing serious threats. Vegeta later developed his own version called Super Saiyan Blue Evolution during the Tournament of Power, pushing the form even further through his own training methods. This gave him a deeper blue aura and even greater power, though it's technically a variant rather than a separate level. Super Saiyan Blue represents the culmination of everything the Saiyans learned: mortal training, emotional control, divine ki, and warrior spirit, all combined into one perfect package. It's efficient, powerful, and versatile. For most threats in the universe, this form is more than enough. But when facing the absolute strongest beings in the multiverse, even Super Saiyan Blue reaches its limits. Level 6, Ultra Instinct, Omen, Body Without Thought. During the Tournament of Power, Universe 7 faced erasure if they lost. 80 warriors from 8 universes fought for survival. Among them was Jiren, a mortal from Universe 11 whose power surpassed even most gods of destruction. When Goku and Jiren clashed, even Super Saiyan Blue wasn't enough. Goku needed something beyond transformations, beyond divine power, beyond everything he'd learned. Cornered by Jiren's overwhelming spirit bomb turned against him, Goku's body acted on pure instinct. Not the instinct to flee, but something deeper, the instinct to survive by moving without thinking. His body broke through its limits, and a new form awakened. His hair became silver black, his eyes turned silver, and an intense aura surrounded him. This was Ultra Instinct Sign, also called Ultra Instinct Omen. Ultra Instinct isn't technically a Saiyan transformation. It's a technique, a state of being that even gods struggle to achieve. Whis uses it naturally. Beerus has never mastered it. The concept is simple but nearly impossible to execute. Your body moves and reacts independently of your thoughts. There's no delay between seeing an attack and dodging it because your body acts before your mind can process the threat. In this incomplete form, Goku's defensive capabilities become almost untouchable. Jiren's attacks, which had been overwhelming, suddenly couldn't land. Goku weaved through strikes with impossible precision, his body flowing like water around every threat. The power increase was substantial, but more importantly, the technique itself made him incredibly difficult to hit. The silver-black hair isn't a full transformation, it's a sign that the technique is active but not mastered. The aura flickers and pulses, showing the unstable nature of this state. Goku can't maintain it for long, and it takes enormous concentration. The heat generated is intense enough that steam rises from his body. When the form ends, the exhaustion is crushing. Ultra Instinct Sign represents Goku reaching toward a technique that transcends mortal and divine categories. It's not about being stronger, it's about moving perfectly, reacting perfectly, fighting perfectly. The gods watching the tournament were shocked that a mortal achieved even this incomplete version. It showed that Goku had reached a level where he was touching techniques reserved for angels and deities. Level 7, Mastered Ultra Instinct, Perfection Achieved. Ultra Instinct Sign was incredible, but it was incomplete. Goku's body could dodge without thinking, but his attacks still required conscious thought, creating openings. Against Jiren's full power, even this wasn't enough. With his friends and universe on the line, Goku needed to break through one final barrier. As Jiren prepared to eliminate Universe 7's remaining fighters, Goku stood up despite complete exhaustion. His allies' voices, his desire to protect everyone, and his unbreakable spirit all converged. The incomplete silver-black hair fully transformed into complete silver-white. His eyes became fully silver. The unstable aura became a radiant pure white and blue. He had achieved Mastered Ultra Instinct, also called Ultra Instinct Complete or True Ultra Instinct. This is the pinnacle. Not only does Goku's body dodge without thinking, but now his attacks also flow without conscious thought. His body doesn't just react, it knows the perfect counter, the perfect strike, the perfect movement for every situation. Fighting against Mastered Ultra Instinct is like fighting against someone who can see the future and has perfect execution. The power increase over even Ultra Instinct Sign is enormous. Goku completely dominated Jiren, who had been an unstoppable force throughout the tournament. Every punch landed with perfect timing and maximum efficiency. Every movement was precise. There was no wasted energy, no openings, no hesitation. This is what true martial arts mastery looks like. Not just overwhelming power, but perfect technique combined with godly strength. Visually, Mastered Ultra Instinct is stunning. The silver white hair, the silver eyes with their distinctive pattern, and the calm expression all create an almost serene appearance. But the power radiating from this form is anything but calm. The aura itself seems to warp reality, and the sheer pressure of Goku's presence in this state can crack the tournament stage just by walking. The cost is severe. After the Tournament of Power ended, Goku collapsed completely. His body couldn't handle the strain. The form requires a completely calm mind and heart, something difficult for Goku to maintain, especially in emotional situations. Later, Goku learned to access this state more readily, but the toll on his body remains substantial. Mastered Ultra Instinct isn't the end of Goku's journey, he continues to develop and refine it. In later arcs, he learns to access a version of Ultra Instinct without the complete transformation, using the technique more flexibly. He even develops different variants based on his emotions rather than pure calm. But this complete, mastered state represents the highest peak Goku has reached, a technique that places him among the strongest beings in all the multiverse. The evolution of power. From the legendary Golden Warrior who appeared on planet Namek to the silver-haired master of Ultra Instinct, the journey of Super Saiyan transformations tells the story of constantly breaking limits. Each level represents not just more power, but evolution, the Saiyans learning, adapting, and reaching toward heights they never imagined possible. Super Saiyan was about rage and legends becoming real. Super Saiyan 2 was about hidden potential erupting. Super Saiyan 3 pushed the mortal body to its absolute limits. Super Saiyan God brought divinity to warriors. Super Saiyan Blue perfected the combination of God and Saiyan. Ultra Instinct transcended transformations entirely, becoming a technique that even angels respect. These 7 levels changed anime forever. They set the standard for power scaling, for epic transformations, and for characters who never stop growing stronger. From 50 times stronger to power that rivals angels, from emotional triggers to calm perfection, from golden hair to silver divinity, this is the legacy of the Super Saiyan. What started as a legend whispered among a dying warrior race became reality, then became commonplace, then became divine, and finally became something beyond even gods. That's the story of the 7 levels of Super Saiyan, the evolution of power, the breaking of limits, and the journey from warrior to legend, to god to master. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.